Oh, looks like we're live. Hi, folks. This is Nathan Pierce here talking about Homeschool Freedom Day coming up in a couple of weeks, February 12th. We're so excited to be hosting this event. And today I want to talk about it a little bit here. I have Weston Potter with me. We want to talk about a couple of the reasons why we're having Homeschool Freedom Day. And if you aren't familiar with it, I would encourage you to visit our website, fpmca.org. and just take a look at Homeschool Freedom Day and what it's about. We do training on how to get involved in activism, in learning how to protect the freedoms that we have here in California, which are more than you might think when it comes to homeschooling. So we are grateful for the freedoms we have, and we want to keep those with us as long as we can. So we're going to be having this event, and part of the reason that we're doing this video today is because we have a real need to get as many people signed up for Homeschool Freedom Day as soon as we can, because we really need to have a good solid number for knowing how many people are going to be in attendance. And it's going to be a really great event, and I'm really excited about it. But one of the reasons that we have this event is because we have legislation here coming out our ears in California, as we always do. And so we're going to talk a little bit about some of that legislation that's currently active that we are watching here today. So the first bill, I would say...
We have 3 bills that will give you 3 good reasons to come to Homeschool Freedom today.
3 good reasons.
SB 866, SB 871, and SB 70. SB 70 might sound familiar to you guys. That's the kindergarten bill. Do you want to kind of go over that one first, kind of what we did there?
Yeah, SB 70 is something that might be familiar if you've been in homeschooling and fighting for homeschool freedom for any number of years. You'll remember that we've dealt with mandatory kindergarten and lowering compulsory attendance age many times over the years. And this is another bill that deals with that. And fortunately, over the last couple of years, we've worked with the author on this bill to get the bill to stay focused on students that are going to be going into public school, and not even address those students that are going to be homeschooled or go to a private school. So this bill, while it does add a year of required education for students that are going to be going into public schools, it doesn't address those students that are going to be homeschooled or go into private school, which homeschooling is part of that private school option here in California. So we're really thankful for the amendment language that we got into this bill last year, and it is still active. It hasn't passed through the legislature all the way yet, but it has passed. I think since last we updated people on this bill, SB 70, it has passed through the Senate.
Yeah, so now it's going to the Assembly.
So it'll get voted on in the Assembly next and go through committee hearings and all that. And those kinds of details are things that we explain and walk you through once at our Homeschool Freedom Day. It's kind of like the training you might get at our Capital Day. And so I would really encourage you to get trained and learn how to advocate for freedom when it comes to homeschooling. So what else? What other bills are we looking at?
So then we have SB 866, that's by Senator Scott Wiener, and that's the bill that would allow children from the ages 12 to 18 to get vaccinated without their parents' consent. So that's obviously just a direct assault on parental rights.
So it's not necessarily a homeschool issue, but it's an issue that a lot of homeschool parents are concerned about, because it kind of takes away the parental authority over their children on medical issues. And so it's something that's near and dear to the hearts of a lot of parents in California, specifically homeschool parents that are obviously caring a great deal about caring for their children, providing medical care for their children, and making those decisions with and for their children. So that's Scott Wiener,
that's
SB 866.
Yeah, he has an interesting quote from the senator. He says, "Giving young people the autonomy to receive life-saving vaccines, regardless of their parents' beliefs or work schedules, is essential for their physical and mental health." He also says it's unconscionable for teens to be blocked from the vaccine because a parent either refuses or cannot take their child to a vaccination site. So that kind of shows you a little bit of his worldview there. And then the other bill is SB 871. That's by Senator Pan. If you've followed this organization for any amount of time, you're probably relatively familiar with Senator Pan, and that's the bill that's going to require students in public schools and I think campus-based private schools to get the COVID 19 vaccine, they're going to get rid
Right.
of the personal beliefs exemption for the COVID-19 vaccine.
Right, so it would be added to that list of currently required vaccines that's already required for school attendance in a campus school. And so if you are concerned about that, this bill would be something you'd want to definitely get involved with and try to prevent this bill from happening. Call your legislator on. And we, while we focus primarily on homeschool freedoms here, we really want parents to take the reins when it comes to raising their children. And we want them to have the ability to do that. We want them to have the tools they need to do that, but we also want them to have the freedom to do that. And so that's what Homeschool Freedom Day is all about, is training parents how to get involved in protecting that freedom. So I would encourage you to really take a look at what Homeschool Freedom Day is about. Again, it's on our website, fpmca.org, and please register today and get signed up and get your seat reserved. And we will have tables of free items, books, and other goodies at this event provided by various folks and sponsors that I would encourage you. We will be able to reserve those for people that are signed up by the end of tomorrow, Friday. So if you can do that, that'd be great, and we hope to see you there. Thanks so much for watching.